This is a common question I get from my clients. How do I pay taxes? So there is a tax liability. How do I actually and practically transfer the money to the tax government? And whenever you come from a different jurisdiction, of course, the way in which you pay taxes, they might change. So for instance, Italy does not accept checks. You cannot pay taxes via check. And the only way to pay taxes is first to have a tax form, which is called F24, F24. This form looks very, very complicated because it is all based on numbers, and you have a code, which is a tax code. Different taxes have different codes, the year, if you pay in installments, and the amount, which can be debited or credited. Why? Because with this form, you can offset tax credits and tax debits. So let's say that you have to pay income tax, but you have a VAT credit, you just offset it and submit the form paying the difference, or sometimes it can also be zero, which is great. You don't need to wait to get the tax credit back in order to pay taxes. You can just offset those, and this is called horizontal compensation. But let's say you have a tax liability. How do you actually pay taxes? So there are multiple ways to do so. The first way is to just walk into a post office or in a bank, and the total amount must be 2,000 euros or less due to anti-money laundering, and you can pay cash, or you can use your debit and credit card. So the bank or the post office operates your F24, gives you a receipt that the form has been submitted, you pay that, and you're good to go. The second option is to do it through your home banking. Basically, every Italian home banking has an F24 facility infrastructure. You can just go in there, put in the numbers, the codes, the lines, and then finally pay that through your home banking, and then you will get an e-receipt. The third option is to allow your tax accountant to access your bank account. Basically, the tax accountant orders the tax office to withdraw that money from your bank account, which, by the way, must match the codice fiscale. So the bank account and the F24 form must be both on your name, on your codice fiscale, and then they can withdraw the money. By the way, the tax accountant doesn't have access to your funds. And those are the only ways in which you can do that. Or some of you might also do that from the tax office portal, and they just pay the F24 and they tell the tax office which is the bank account, Italian bank account IBAN, on which they can withdraw the money. Now, there are also some practices that people do. The first one is extremely wrong. Do not ever do that. Do not ever transfer your money to your tax accountant's bank account. A lot of people do that. Hey, I gotta pay property tax, please. I'll transfer my account of the money and he or she will pay that. This is extremely dangerous because it's a good way to get your money embezzled, and then you don't pay tax, you don't get tax paid, you have to pay twice. And this normally happens whenever you don't have an Italian bank account. Well, good news, because Italy allows you to pay taxes also from a foreign bank account. If you go on the tax office website, they'll give you the IBAN and the code line you must write for each tax in order to pay it from abroad. Yes, it's an international wire transfer. It will cost you more money, but it's way less risky than transferring your own money to your tax accountant, hoping he or she will pay the taxes on time. So do not ever do that. If you do not have an Italian bank account, well, pay from your foreign account. That's the only way to pay taxes in Italy.